As an American and a humanitarian, I strongly believe that anybody should have the right to say or feel any type of way they believe. But this does not extend to recent history, all the fucking dude bros going to their local Target, okay, buying a fucking Blue Yeti, then coming home with their weak ass dude bros and just starting a fucking podcast on their couch. My issue isn't the podcasting genre, and my issue isn't even the way that these people format the podcast. My issue is the way that they're either talking about fucking nothing, alright, just 2 hours, 3 hours of absolutely fucking brainless speaking. You usually see these people invite fucking brainlets of women, women with actual rocks in their fucking head, to debate crazy topics like abortion or religion and government. It's like, bro, why are you having OnlyFans models debate these topics? Not only do half of these hoes not even graduate college, but half of these people pop their pussy for $7.50. Why are we asking them about the economic and political state of the world? Also, why would we care about their opinion? So with all that, it really does become to seem quite obvious, at least to me anyways, that a lot of these are either A, about fucking nothing, so they shouldn't be made, or B, it's just making fun of women for no reason. And the issue is, when they bring these minions on to speak about crazy topics, they also ended up using it as evidence as to why all women are stupid, if that makes sense. To make the point that, women can't do this because they're not as intelligent or whatever, or they're not as emotionally intelligent. But then they'll bring on like a bitch that got the same brain as Jessie from Toy Story, bring her on and then ask her, hey man, can you tell me how to invest in stocks? Like, ask her some crazy shit. And then when they have a meltdown because they can't answer the question, it really begins to make women look bad. Now, for the sake of familiarity, I will start off with one I know you people have seen. I know if you have been on TikTok, Instagram, any social media, I know for a fact you have seen this group.
Go ahead, Avery.
6.5.
1.
What? Come on. 1?
I mean, isn't this a humbleness test? Like, you say something over 6 and they humble you anyway?
Yeah, but
Is that too low? 5.
What? I mean, now it just seems like you're wanting to give me the answer that you think we want to hear, but what do you...
Now, as you can see, this is exactly what I meant when I said, A, they talk about fucking nothing, okay? They love to do this thing where they go around the table, they ask the girls to rate themselves, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of these girls tend to say 10 out of 10, and then these fucking buff chads can just completely say, no, you're a fucking 4. Oh, and trust me, I definitely can't stand the delusional women either. Like, the ones who say they're 10s when in reality they're like, ew, what the fuck, it's the dude. But regardless of what I think about their appearance, one thing that is very easily seen is that their fucking intelligence is never high. They never actually bring an intelligent woman to talk to, okay? And if they do, they always bring like 1 or 2, women who actually have careers and degrees, and then the rest are just a bunch of fucking mindless zombies.
Even the rudeness, I question the objectivity of it, because I've noticed when Fresh and Fit does this and you do this, the intention is kind of to rate the woman's delusion or humbleness, which kind of proves that the rating system is subjective, because the argument is it's objective. But if the girl says 10, then the guys will call her a 2, and if the girl says 2, they say, funny how the girl says 2 is the hottest girl. So they base it off personality, proving that, you know what I mean?
You guys understanding my point now? They bring one woman who has the brain capacity to understand what the fuck is going on and what these podcasts make a lot of their money on. What these people like to do is they like to push this towards all the little dudes, all the 13-year-olds and 12-year-olds entering middle school with their fucking Axe body spray.
Boy, your breath stink like ass, man. On my mama, nigga.
The main host, he's pretty much Andrew Tate's son, okay? That's pretty much his fucking offspring at this point. And what's even funnier to me is the fact that the people this guy brings onto his show, 9 times out of 10, are some of the most chopped motherfuckers in existence, okay? You have the dude in the fucking left of middle who got the fucking do-rag on. I don't know what his problem is, and I don't know why they invited him here. He's like 54 and their other girls are like in their early 20s. Not to mention, that motherfucker looks like he hunts alligators on national television.
But like, if we just overcomplicate things like, oh, my worth is like
Okay,
if
I'm
you
sorry,
saw
because
something
earlier, this entire video, you have been talking about personality, how it doesn't have to do.
Yeah, no.
But now all of a sudden
I've
you're
been talking about
you're
personality.
No, because now you're talking down about somebody how they're
Okay,
fat.
well,
how they're
if
ugly,
a fat
but
bitch
yet
is
you're
fat, you
trying-
call her fat.
Look, here's
We're
the
gonna be
thing.
fine. Listen,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Now you people see what the exact fucking stem of my issue comes from. The only one here with at least some semblance of a fucking human working brain is probably the girl in the fucking glasses. She's the only one who has at least been able to suss out, on some Scooby-Doo shit, that maybe this podcast isn't a genuine discussion about fucking gender roles or whatever the fuck their topic was, but maybe it truly is just a demoralization of women. The more important thing is, why the fuck do none of these numbskull ass women ever actually watch the show before, the podcast? I won't even dare call this a show. This is an insult to everything fucking media. Okay, any comedy, anything that should put a smile on your face, this is a fucking insult to it, alright? This is an abomination. But I kind of want to get through our cast today of our special showing. The girl all the way on the right in the red, she hasn't even spoken a single goddamn word here. I don't want to call her a GTA 4 stripper, but if she's not gonna input nothing into the fucking conversation, I don't know why she's here. The girl to the left of her, she actually has some brains. Everyone else contributed absolutely fucking nothing to the conversation. You had the one shawty talking about, if you're fat, you're fat, in which, sure, I agree, but that just seemed so fucking off topic for what they were even talking about. They were mainly talking about personalities and how that affects the dating life. She just came in bombarded and dressed like Harry Potter, wearing her dad's fucking suit. The girl in the sports top, she doesn't say anything, and she low-key looks like Deborah Morgan. So I'm confused why they invited her too, because her and the girl in the white and the girl to the left of the girl in the white, that's not even in shot half the fucking podcast, doesn't do anything. Literally doesn't contribute at all. Now to the dudes, because I honestly blame them more than the girls. 9 times out of 10, these girls come in here, they usually don't know what it's about, but the ones who do come in here for a check and get that fucking bag off these retards. But Brian Atlas, already went over him. He is the fucking seed of Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate nutted in a bucket and gave it to some facility, and out popped this weak haircut, no chin having ass dude.
Please don't go. It's great having you here. No!
Nothing. You have nothing to do with this decision.
Where are you going?
Vincent, we can't live side by side.
All of these dudes, I can't stand them. Morgan Waller, that douchebag in the middle. I don't understand why he's sitting sideways the entire fucking conversation. It's like he always wants to interject. Like he always got something to fucking say, but he never wants to say it.
Go ahead, you got it.
We already talked about Crocodile Dundee in the weak ass bandana. I don't know where he got that shit from, but he needs to fucking return it. The dude all the way on the right who looks like Loki look like Darman. I don't even know the motherfucker's name, and I don't even think they say it once in this entire fucking podcast.
One more time.
Whoa, Coach, you can't.
Whose man is this?
You put him on the TV.
Bro, don't.
So ladies and gentlemen, here's lies my primary issue, okay? At the end of the day, as much as I like to crack jokes, I really don't care too much about what the women say. When they say they're 10s, sure, man, beauty's subjective. I don't think a lot of these girls who say they're 10s are 10s, but someone out there probably does think they're 10s. My issue lies is using these extreme cases of lack of intelligence as an example for the intelligence of all women. I know if you're watching this, you probably have some semblance of reality. Okay, you probably live in the real world. But let me just tell you this. Alright, I'm sure you already know this. Let me just refresh. The women on this show are nothing but a small minority of what actual women feel. Majority of women aren't this materialistic or aren't this weird with the fact that they will pop their pussy for $9.50. Take everything you see on these weak ass podcasts with a grain of salt. Find intelligence of everyone on that fucking podcast is like 25
Kind of retarded
combined. But of course, through all that, I just want you to know, I really don't have any real animosity towards these people. Of course, really all of them are very fucking pretentious, but that's just how it goes when you start to get the even the littlest amount of clout. Except Brian, you're a fucking nerd. Now my main topic on the video was just going over the fact that I think the idea that it should be this fucking easy to project your fucking idiocy onto this earth, it should not be this fucking easy. You should be able to say what you want to say. I just don't think you should be able to build such a fucking big audience with millions of young people listening and, you know, taking advice from this shit. I do really want these people to, like, you know, I wish we had like a time pod, you know, we could look in the future and we could just tell like the amount of dudes that are gonna raise up in this generation that are literally gonna grow up to be A, either fucking wife beaters, B, they're gonna be women, or C, they're just overall gonna be menaces to fucking society. I am very scared for what the future holds for not just men, but, you know, America and life in general. But of course, it's been your boy Papa Rome, so thankful that you guys could be with me on this journey today. And of course, I will see you guys in the next video.